Welcome to Lesson 1.2. This lesson will cover the Darkness interface and the beginnings of Star Wars Combine. It is highly recommended you take the communication lesson before this, but it's not essential to continue with this lesson. You may take this one out of order if you so desire. Let's begin now, shall we? Darkness is a web-based client used in the Combine for all of the character actions, including ship operations, which are to be covered in this guide. Getting started. When you log into Star Wars Combine using your handle, you are directed to the Members area. Here in the main window, you will find a short intro to the functions of some of these menus. It's highly recommended you familiarize yourself with those introductions because what this guide doesn't explain, those will. There are basically three types of sets of menu. We'll begin with site menus. Beginning the site menus, you have the one shown on your screen now. That includes news, members, rules, forums, the guide. Located in the top right part of the screen, you will find site-related links, which include the links to the forum, Combine, guide rules, site news, and others. These are fairly self-explanatory. Because of that, we will not get in depth with it, and we'll continue with the next set of menus. The next set of menus is the event notifiers. I will now put those up on your screen. This is a set of flashing icons that notify when something of relative importance has happened to your character or the Star Wars Combine universe. They are located at the header of the page with other relevant information like Combine date and number of people online at the moment. These notifiers include the first being Sim News, an OOC news report where you are updated on the Combine development, bug fixes, updates, character brands, and such. It can be accessed via news in the site menu also. The next menu is the GNS, Galactic News Service, an in-character news report where different in-game factions inform the galaxy of their achievements. The next menu is the Darkness message. Similar to the private message system in the site's forums, this one is used to contact other players. Preferably IC, though OOC message are not disallowed. General events. The next menu is the General Events menu. This informs you of any new events of general importance, such as changing your info fields, boarding, unboarding a ship vehicle, acquiring experience or CP, coming out of hyperspace into hyperspace. The next menu is the Faction Events menu. Faction events are normally only viewable by members with a higher access level. New members get notified only if the faction was added to the crew list of a ship vehicle. Inventory events. This informs you if there was any change in your inventory. Acquiring, losing, and renaming of assets are some of the events that are posted here. The next is combat events. Any arrest or execute events that are tied to your character. The final is room events. Gives you a list of people that have entered left the room you're in. This ends that type of menu. We'll continue on with the next one. The next set of menus is split up into multiple parts, so we'll follow that outline. It is your character menus. This is the most important section for any member of the Rathakar Yard's Defense Forces, and where almost all of the information and tools are located. This menu is located on the right side of the screen, starting with your personal information that includes your handle, name of the faction you are a member of, amount of HP and experience you have current level, number of CPs, Combine points you have, and your location. You can click on your name to view your character's profile page. On this page, it will show your info fields. The first is normally your rank, the second your wage, and the third any additional bonus you may receive. You must check these are kept up to date, otherwise you may not receive your correct wage at the start of the month. You can also view this page by clicking on the character link under Manage. Right below the personal info menu is the control menu. This menu is one you as an armed forces officer will use most often. It includes two important options, position and enter cockpit. Position. When you click on this, you are able to travel on foot. This includes both moving from room to room in big ship's buildings and the ability to travel on planet's surface in a city on foot. Enter cockpit. This option is available only if you are assigned as a pilot of the ship vehicle and you are in the cockpit. When you click on this, a detailed map of the system or planet you are in appears in the center position right below the event notifiers. You can also see your coordinates in the upper left-hand corner, who is the owner of the system, and what ship you are on. Let me display that for you. Below the map, there is a number of options and information screens. The important section is located below the system map. It consists of 5 buttons: Cargo, Actions, Travel, Scanners, and Events. We will now display that for you. Beginning, you will see the Cargo button on the left side. On the left side of this menu is a small bar with avatars of PCs and NPCs. This is the first menu you come into under your system menu when you enter your cockpit. Clicking on these will bring up more details about them. On the right side is information about the ship or vehicle you are piloting, its length, weight, volume, and capacity. These are used to determine how many fighters can dock into a capital ship or how much raw materials can it transport. As such, this information is of limited use for a new armed forces pilot. Action. This button is a combat-related button, and as such it is not implemented fully yet. Its only purpose now is to tractor in satellites for further deployment. This is a capability that only a few ships in the Combine have. Clicking on the Travel button brings out the menu of 3 to 5 additional options for spaceships: Galaxy Map, Hyper if the ship has a hyperdrive, Sublight, Dock, and Planet. Galaxy Map redirects you to the Combine's map of all known systems. Very useful when you need to find a particular system or planet. Clicking on Hyper brings out a number of options. On the left side are boxes for coordinates where you wish to jump and the speed with which you wish to jump, modified by your piloting speed. You can also choose a jump destination by clicking on the interactive map on the right side. In that case, you select the sector by first click and the system by second click. I'll display this screen now for you.